The Abyss Watchers is the next boss we're looking at, and man, is this boss cool. Definitely before I got into the final bosses later on in the game, this was my favorite boss throughout the entire game, man, because I love the concept of this boss, and I think it's just such a cool looking boss. And the concept is really cool. Like I said, you know, right when you get into the boss fight, you see them fighting against each other. It's kind of weird, you know, but throughout the boss fight you have multiple people, multiple Abyss Watchers. Like I said, the boss fight is called the Abyss Watchers, not Abyss Watcher. So you have multiple Watchers coming out and fighting against you. Not only against you, there's occasionally one that pops out and he helps you, but it's more of a crazy Abyss Watcher. It's not like he's specifically helping you, it's he's attacking them. If you get in his way, he doesn't give a shit. He will slam you down into the ground. They all attack each other. So I think that's a really cool concept, having boss fight against each other. You know, they've been corrupted. Right there you see them attacking the shit out of me. Because they do that, they don't care, you know, they're crazed, they're going insane, they're fighting against each other. Basically, you could tell something is wrong. And goddamn, this boss fight is cool. Right when you get in there, he does the Legion pose, which I really wish that it was the way that they actually showed it, which is you actually have your second hand weapon. Like if you're using this weapon, you know, the Abyss Watcher's weapon, you actually have the little dagger pop up to your side. I wish they would have had it like that, because it's such a cool pose when you get into the boss fight. It's one of the coolest poses you see once you go into a boss fight. But like I said, this boss being super goddamn awesome is not really that difficult. People rank it amongst one of the most difficult bosses. I really don't think it is. He has, in my opinion, pretty weak health. You could stagger him. You could also backstab him. Now I'm not entirely sure, but I think you might be able to parry him. Don't quote me on that, because I have never tried it. You guys let me know. I'm assuming you can parry him if you can backstab him. But you know, the best part of this boss fight is that everything is kind of hectic. You know, everything is kind of going crazy. There's people attacking him. There's other Abyss Watchers in the fight, fighting against each other. This boss fight definitely reminds me of my favorite boss fight from all of Bloodborne, and I guess you'll see why that is right now. But like I said, you know, once you go ahead and kill him the first time you fight him, it'll be a huge surprise, because you're like, God, this was a hard boss. Finally killed him, but it was just getting started. The Chosen One, Neo himself, guys. Now this is where the boss changes up completely, man. He becomes like Lady Maria, which was my personal favorite boss in Dark Souls 3 and Bloodborne, because she had such a cool moveset, and her moves were so amazing with the fire moves, and she was incredibly difficult as well. I definitely think that her boss fight was more difficult, but the cool factor is just raised up to like 10 with this boss fight. With this specific guy, it's so much cooler. It has a much more fitting effect on this boss fight, considering he was like, you know, the blood of the wolf. He was like the one chosen actual Abyss Watcher from all of these guys that have gone crazy to become like the Lord of Cinder. Oh man, this boss fight definitely surprised me the first time that I played it, because I remember seeing a little bit of the boss fight. Like they showed one little clip in the trailer, which was kind of spoilers. I wish they wouldn't have shown there. I wish I at least wouldn't have seen that trailer, because it did have a couple of spoilers in it before the game actually came out, because they showed a little bit of him. But I was still really surprised when this happened, because it was, again, super amazing. The moveset is really cool, but again, the difficulty of the boss doesn't go up a significant amount, even though he has moves that combo you and the fire does quite a bit of damage. It doesn't really raise up the difficulty by that much. He can still get staggered. I'm pretty sure he can still get backstabbed and everything, even though it'll be much more difficult now to do a backstab. But goddamn, this boss fight is honestly one of the coolest boss fights in the whole game still. One of the coolest boss fights of any Dark Souls ever, and I fucking love the name of his soul once you get it. It's so goddamn awesome. But anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Going on here with this series is going to change up. I'm going to start doing I'm not going to do every single boss. I'm only going to do the bosses that I think are really cool or have a really cool mechanic to them or are important to the story, like all the Lords of Cinder and stuff like that. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace, everybody.